And we are live once again for match day for a match. Specifically, today we're going to be watching South Korea and Brazil. And I'm going to say in advance, there's no one over here yet, but I'll say it anyways. I'm going to be completely biased. I'll be supporting Brazil because I'm Brazilian as well. So I'll be completely biased in this watch along. Uh, but I mean, no disrespect to South Korea, and I like South Korea. They have a good team. They have a fun team. They're really a chill team. So hopefully, hopefully we can have some fun over here. Um, I need to do the usual checks when the stream starts. So let me just check everything. Audio is chill. It's pretty chill. Okay, drop your like if you're already over there. I'm gonna also change the description over here, and I might put some music on on my headphones because honestly, it's really early right now. For me, it's 4 a.m. I woke up just for this. I slept like 4 hours just so I could watch this. Uh, but anyways, hopefully we have a fun game. It's 4:01 a.m. for me. Um, the game was supposed to start um, about a minute ago. It didn't start yet. The captains are talking to each other. They're having a fun time over there with the refs. Well, anyways, got the game right here. Got the app right there. And let me check. Let me check on the our lineups. Okay, lineups. South Korea is going with Joe. Know him. Then Kim, Lee, Kim Jae, Cho, So, Lee, Hwang, Pike, Lee, and Son. Heung-min Son. We know Lee right here from PSG, Son from LAFC, Kim and Jae from Bayern. Joe, I think he plays in South Korea, right? But he plays for Ulsan. But I know him. I play a lot of career modes with Ulsan. I think even Cho is also from Ulsan. No, they're not. I was supposed to know a bit more about the South Korean players because I actually play career mode with Ulsan Hyundai very often. But anyways, okay. In Brazil, they go with Bento, Vitinho, Éder Militão, Gabriel, Douglas Santos, Bruno Guimarães, Casemiro, Estevão, Rodrigo, Vinicius Júnior, Matheus Cunha. The game's about to start, and it has started officially. Like to start off, I'm gonna say I like the formation for Brazil. 4 attackers, love that. Usually, South Korea, Japan, those are teams that give you a lot of space, and they don't just sit back, just waiting for you. They try to hurt you somewhat and somehow, but they usually are not the best team to do those kind of plays. Got my pencils right here. I was doing my notes. Oh yeah, by the way, I gotta start doing my notes over here. Let me already leave it where you was. We're like this. Okay, I think this is good. This is good. This is good. And now let me drop a chat. Drop a chat. Drop a comment. Let's chat. There you go. Leave it like that. Put it like this. There you go. Bro, 4 a.m. and I'm here. Gotta love it. You gotta do it for the love of the game, honestly. Well, so far I don't need music. I'm not sleepy. I thought I would be way more tired, honestly. How long did I sleep? What up? How long did I sleep? Anyways, as always, I like to watch the first 10 minutes without doing any notes. But first of all, I need to start off my notes. Friendlies. Friendlies. South Korea, Brazil. Well, we see already Brazil starting on a back four, which is something normal because usually nowadays most of the teams they start build up with a three-man back, but as Brazil has four attackers, usually they won't need like a three-man build up, and they have Casemiro as well to do the first pass. So Casemiro for Vini Jr. Finding Rodrigo on the left wing. This will be also interesting to see how Rodrigo and Vini Jr. will, play together. It's actually the first time they play together this season, starting the game. Rodrigo already trying the long shot. It's kind of low, but low without power. So, dude, this South Korea back is so fire, dude. So fire. Okay. Rodrigo is positioned more at wide than Vini, at least in the goal kick by South Korea, while Vini and Cunha are positioned centrally. So it seems like we're playing on a 4-2-2-2. Let's say like that. Now South Korea trying to press high. As I said, the nice thing about South Korea and Japan that Brazil will play is that they are not teams that sit back, even though they know they are not, as qualified in technique or in talent as Brazil or many other countries. They still try to play high. They still try to go and score. They still try to hold the passion for the game offensively instead of just sitting back and waiting for it. Let me move this a little bit over here. Yeah, I think this is better, right? There you go. Hopefully, because it's not twisting that well. Like this. Let me put it like this. No. Sorry, guys. There you go. This is better. Okay. Now, South Korea trying to pull the counter attack. It was a great run, but Gabriel Magalhães could control the situation. And now it's a long ball for Vini Jr. Well, this will be fun. Yeah, this will definitely be a fun match. Most definitely. Let's see how's everything. Okay. Yep. Now, it sure will be interesting to see how this front four right here will work. So far, they are not set up like this, in a 3-1. It's more like a 2-2. What I could see so far is Rodrigo is positioned out wide right here, while Vini Jr. is up here, Mateus Cunha up to the right, and Estevão on the right side. So it's likely more like a 4-2-2-2, where Rodrigo and Estevão are wide midfielders or wide central attacking midfielders. And Rodrigo and Vini Jr. and Cunha are both strikers, but not in the traditional way. You know, they have freedom to move around. Something interesting to see. There goes a counterattack for Brazil. Estevão trying to find the opening. Try to pass it wide. Couldn't find it for Vini. And Casemiro takes no. Damn! 7 minutes. Broing up. Sliding up like crazy. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Well, so far, let's take a peek on the stats. Brazil has more possession, yes. A shot attempted. 0-0 for the rest. Of course, is in the beginning. But I think this will change a bit. South Korea playing at home. You know, Brazil still on prep. It could be dangerous. Could be dangerous. Honestly, if South Korea finds a goal or something over here, I won't be surprised, honestly. There's a friend of mine who was asking, like, yo, who do you think will win? I said, he was like, he wanted to bet on the game. I was like, dude, I don't bet. Personally, I don't bet. But I told him if he wants to do an individual, bet on South Korea, because there might be an actual chance. Because there are so many factors for Brazil to lose this game, since they're like playing over there in South Korea, and bunch of players, play not a bunch of players, but most of the players, and sorry, dude, all the players play in Europe or Brazil, which is at least like 8 hours from Europe, I'd say, on time difference, and from Brazil is like, I don't know, 18, 20, 24, I don't even know. So it's really, really, really hard for the Brazil team to perform in these conditions. Where South Korea, they've got already like a bunch of players from South Korea itself. So let's see how they're gonna do. Estevão, Mateus Cunha, Rodrigo, trying to work that ball. Ooh, Vini tried a long shot. 45. Oh, I didn't see this Vini new hairstyle. Looks fine. I mean, I don't think it suits him, but it's a cool one. Brazil is attacking with 8 players, basically. Well, first 10 minutes, we can see already in 10 minutes that Brazil will try to dominate, and they're being able to do so far. Mateus Cunha into the box, try to pass it in. South Korea gets the ball back, but still like on a high press for Brazil right now, danger zone. And nice relief by South Korea. They're passing the ball. You know, first 10 minutes, South Korea is not holding back they're not just sitting back waiting for the ball to come and they try to pull a counterattack at any cost. They're not doing that. Of course, the course of the game will be similar to something like that because Brazil will most likely have more possession, but South Korea does not intend to be sitting back waiting for the ball, you know? And right now, South Korea has like 7 players attacking. Okay, Brazil trying to do the build up. Center backs going out wide. Who's gonna get close? No one getting close. Casemiro. Oh, what a touch! Oh my God! Now Vinny Jr. just did something really bad, passing it back to Douglas Santos. Now South Korea is trying to push it, trying to get offensive, but Brazil's quality is just too good. Getting out Rodrigo on the left wing, classic drive. Whoa! Holy shit! Oh my God! Oh my God, Bruno Guimarães! Oh my God, what a ball, dude! Holy sh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Dude! Dude, what the fuck? What a freak. Sorry for bad language. Oh my God, what a ball by Bruno. God damn. The way that he infiltrates the box with a pass through the entire defense, through two lines of defense. Finding Estevão in the future point, perfect. Perfect. This is perfect. I even say I'll start my notes right here. Brazil controls the ball and uses the gaps. I'm doing my notes over here. Uses the gaps. South Korea is leaving for forward runs. Well, this was something that we were talking about. A goal like that was supposed to happen because South Korea is not sitting back. So Brazil is a really good team for transition, for quick play, for straightforward runs, and through balls and all that. Brazil is good for that. Brazil is not a hard possession team. Now once again they're trying to get that ball through. Okay, Brazil is not a team that holds the ball with possession, passing from the fullback to the center back to the midfielder to the fullback and be doing that kind of stuff. Brazil's not that kind of team. Brazil's like get it from the center back, pass it to the midfielder. The midfielder gonna pass it to the freaking fullback running out wide, completely crazy, and then the fullback gonna find a cross or a long pass or anything into the box, and the Brazilian player will score with a tap in or something. Brazil's a team like that, and something similar like that just happens because South Korea is a team who's not sitting back. They're not waiting for Brazil, and when they do that, they leave gaps for Brazil to do what they like the most, which is running. Casemiro just scored, but I think it's offside. Yeah, offside. And once again, right, because Casemiro last game he had an offside goal. And what a cross by Estevão. Such a talented player, dude. Complete nuts. It's wild. Well, so far pretty basics. It's pretty easy to understand what's going on. South Korea not sitting back, leaving gaps open. Brazil uses them and create dangerous chances. Let me even take a peek on the stats so far. Let me come back here. Well, we got 60 to 40 in possession, 3-0 shots on targets, 1-0. Oh! Damn! What the hell? Did you guys see what the Korean midfielder just did, or the center back? I don't even know who it was. Damn! What a hard pass to the goalkeeper. Was even like it could even be considered a shot on target. Honestly. Anyway, yeah, Brazil is just dominant so far, completely dominant, because South Korea is trying to do what they're not. I don't want to say capable, but they are not supposed to be doing. But it's a style of play. They play like that every time. Brazil and South Korea play like every 4 years or something. I think they played before 2022 as well, right? It's always like South Korea and Japan. Brazil's always playing South Korea and Japan for World Cup prep. Now Matheus Cunha finding Estevão. Oh, Estevão lost all balance over there under control. Yeah, I couldn't trap the ball very well. Well, Matheus Cunha pitched the ball. It was kind of hard on Estevão right there, but well, anyways, as I was saying, South Korea and Japan as well. These Asian teams that the Brazil plays every like 4 years in prep for the World Cup, they are not the teams that usually play against Brazil and South America, and even like some African teams and stuff like that. South Korea and Japan both, they don't like sit back and wait. They're gonna go after you. They're gonna try to high press. They're gonna try to find your gaps, and they're gonna try to play the game. They're not over there just for the win. They want to win playing football. And when they do that, and Vini Rodrigo, nice finish, left foot. Okay, when they do that against opponents that have like such talent like Brazil and many other like European countries, Argentina as well, even like Colombia and Colombia sides and all that, when they do that against these teams, these teams are able to make use of those gaps and work on forward runs, which is a very rare style of play, because usually the teams who try to go up, they have quality to drop back whenever they can. But South Korea and Japan are not like that. They just go and they don't have the quality to drop back as quick and defend as quick. But anyways, let's see. It feels like it feels like a 4-0 this game, honestly. Or not even a 4-0. I'd say like a 4-1. Because I think it could be a similar game to the Brazil and South Korea in the World Cup 2022. You know, like a bunch of goals, and South Korea will also score. By the way, I didn't even notice who's the goalkeeper for Brazil. Is it Bento? I think it's Bento, right? Sorry, I'm really bad at Bento. Yeah, it's Bento. And who do you got? Joe. There's no more Ulsan Hyundai players for them. Okay. There you go. Leave it like that. Well, take a peek on some stats over here again. Finally, a finish for South Korea. A corner for them. Yep. Let's see what will happen. Now, counterattack. Vinny Jr. holding the ball too much. Well, Vinny Jr. just threw a counterattack away. Now, counterattack for Brazil once again. They're going to play down left. And once again, Kim Min-jae, yellow card. 2 yellow cards for South Korea. Well, that's what I was just saying. I didn't even notice when I was saying this, but the dangerous part as well of, playing forward and not having the quality to drop it back as a team, not as an individual. Like Kim Min-jae is completely capable of doing that, but he needs teammates around him to do that. You have to stop counterattacks, and when you do that, you're most likely to get a yellow than any other situation. Even though you're not being aggressive. Well, no, Vinny Jr. Now it's that situation that Brazil doesn't like, where they have to build up around the defense. Okay. Well, stuff like that happens. Now again, dude, it's this game is so good for Brazil, man. They have so much space. They have so much space. It's just like perfect. It's a perfect setup for the Brazilian play style, honestly. Because like they'll be able to defend because Brazil is good at defending. This team specifically, no wonder like the best positions they have is like center backs and wingers. A center back and winger. And that's precisely what they're good at. It's center backs. Defend over there, find a long through ball out on the wings or into the midfield who's gonna put it out on the wings. Ooh, Militao almost scored. So the game setup is completely positive towards Brazil. Although there was my first yawn over here. Now South Korea on a long ball for Lee. Heung-min Son for the cross. Brazil will try to go for the counterattack now. Rodrigo building up on the run. He will try to find Vinny, but he couldn't. Well, okay. Ooh, Bento. Shitty pass. Shitty takeout. Okay. Oh, dude, Casemiro is so good, man. Now, counterattack for Brazil, they don't have numbers, need their leverage, so they're just come back, yeah. Well, now Brazilians at the situation that they don't like, which is build up from zero, where they have to start the play completely from the back with no high press, no gaps. They have to create those gaps, which is something they don't like to do when passing around. Usually when they get in that situation, they're gonna just pass it to the winger. The winger will have to try to and find an opening or something. Sorry, it's 4 a.m. 4 a.m. I'll even show right here. Look, I don't think you can see this. It's 4 a.m. I woke up at 3:30 just so I could be here. Okay? Dude, what a ball by Bruno. Oof. Dude, my shoulder is so tired. Went to the gym yesterday and I didn't work out shoulders, but I did a shoulder workout, I'd say. What did I just say? That doesn't even make any sense. Well, I meant that I did an exercise that uses your shoulder. South Korea into the box trying to find a pass, but they were not able to. They, I feel like they had an opening over there for a shot, but they didn't take it. Now South Korea holds possession, but they hold that being pressed, fairly pressed back. Brazil makes a foul. Okay. Oh, great build up. Oh, great build up. Okay. Only 6 players from South Korea play in South Korea. This is a great change because usually the years ago it was like over 10 players used to play in South Korea. I was even surprised over here didn't see more on Ulsan Hyundai players. Ooh, foul. Okay. Casemiro almost found like a great through ball. Oh, Rodrigo. Oh, dude, that was a good pass. He didn't put like enough power on it, but it was a great pass. Steval was running through that, blasting. Oh, oh, Vini. Brazil completely attacking now. Well, apparently it's 2-0. Let me see. Oh, oh, Rodrigo. Let's go. Let's go. What a goal, dude. Honestly, and this is not even a goal that is this is not even a goal that is set up to happen, you know. Brazil is not that type of team. They are not the team that will do a build up in tight spaces, you know, passing the ball around the box and trying to infiltrate without a cross, you know. Brazil is never that type of team. That was something I was not expecting to happen. Really good. Really good. Awesome, dude. Golaço. Golaço. That was a really smart goal, dude. I'm still impressed, honestly. I wasn't expecting that kind of play. You know, South Korea is a team that leaves gaps, I know, but more so for straightforward runs, not a build up like that. I didn't expect a build up like that, you know. Literally every single player from Brazil that plays field, except of the goalkeeper, of course, um, touched on a ball. Oh, Rodrigo. Yeah, now Brazil goes again. Once more for the build up in tight spaces. Let's see how they're going to work with that. Vinny Jr. in the left wing now got some space. Try to create a space over there. Try to finish. They're trying to call for a handball, but I don't know. Well, 2 minutes of extra time. Oh no, and my headphones just beeped over here like battery low, please charge. Battery low, please charge. I'll leave it charging a little bit on halftime. Well, once more, Brazil having to do the build up from the back. Trying for the long ball water control. Dude, I'm actually liking what I'm seeing, man. You know, I don't wanna let me just take this off. I don't wanna, I don't wanna say anything in advance and, take and assume stuff that must have a context. because South Korea is a team that will leave gaps and is a team that will play on a play style that they probably shouldn't be playing if they're thinking about winning at any cost, you know? Uh, and that helps Brazil to do what they're doing right now. And it's okay. We like, we it's a good thing Brazil is winning. It would be a bad thing if they were losing. But I don't wanna get, too much drama or emotion over something that it's really hard to tell, but it's good that we're having a good time right now. Give me just a second. I'll take my mic off over here, so I'll put this to charge, and I'll be back for the halftime analysis, and we'll also play the mini games that we always do. Give me just a second right here. Oh my god, where is it? Right here. Let me put it like this. Okay, I'm still here. I'm just going to put my my headphone to charge. We're back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry guys. Just tripped over here. This like this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're fine. So let me go for SofaScore. Honestly, SofaScore 2-0 Brazil and 2-0 Brazil and South Korea. It's really fun. This has been a fun game, honestly. I mean, I thought I would even be yawning as much. Well, okay. Let me share this tab. There you go. Brazil 2, South Korea 0. Ball possession 57-43, and this is even higher than I expected. I thought this would be closer to a 50-50. I thought Brazil would have more, like by 3% margin, but close to 60. I didn't think that would happen. Uh, anyways, one big chance to 0. Could even be more big chances. Honestly, they have a bunch of touches inside the box. Let me take a look at the other statistics before I get there. 8 shots to 1, 1 goalkeeper save to 0, 4 to 6 fouls. Brazil is the blue side right here. Okay, let's see. Touches in opposition box 13 to 3, which is it's a decent amount. Like it's not great. Usually, I think like for it to be a astonishing amount in the first half, it would have to be over 20. Astonishing. 13 is good. Good amount of touches in opposition box. 3 for South Korea, 1 offside to 2. Well, as I said, the the issues for South Korea and for uh, their buildup is basically the situation where they try to press high up on the field. They leave gaps. Brazil uses those gaps and they create chances. They find openings. They attack with speed. They counter attack with speed as well. So Brazil is a team that likes not to sit back, but they like to first defend, then they transition in speed, velocity, completely flashing around and all that. And that's when you see the wingers working. That's when you see the strikers working because Brazil is not that team that will do what they did. Honestly, I didn't expect this second goal to happen even because right here, I don't think we can see the play right. Well, well, SofaScore believing me is kind of bad sometimes. Anyways, Rodrigo. Do they show the build-up goal? I don't think they do. Well, in the mobile app they do, but anyways. Um, as I was saying, Brazil is not a team that will do what they did for the Rodrigo goal most of the times. When we're watching Brazil play in the South American qualifiers, we have a bad feeling of some games because it's hard for them to build up when the team is sitting back. And the second goal of Brazil happened with South Korea sitting back. Uh, they were like every single South Korean player was in a defensive zone, and I think like 80% of the players were inside the box. If not even like 90%, there was only like one guy out, because Brazil was just pressing so hard in that situation, and they literally passed the ball through every single field player. So every player besides the goalkeeper touched on the ball before the second goal, and that's something that I was not expecting to see in this game, because South Korea specifically and Japan soon are teams that will try to play the game in a way that they are capable of doing so when they're playing with teams that have a similar level. When they have a discrepancy as Brazil and South Korea have, is just uh, a bad way to play the game. If you're talking about winning the game, South Korea will not win against Brazil, Germany, England, Argentina, Spain, France. They're not win against these teams if they play like that. And this is not something to be ashamed of. I don't think you should be ashamed of playing defensively. If you're trying to win and you're being fair, just do it. But honestly, if they play like they do right now, I wish I could see maps over here. I don't know why they don't show me maps. I want to see maps, possession maps and all that, but it's not showing. I would even restart over here because I really want to see possession maps and all that. Oh, that's sad. Honestly, I wish I could see it, man. I'll try to open another tab over here. I don't think I don't think it could be an issue of it being uh friendly, right? Let me see this. Yeah, there's no maps. That's sad, honestly. I wish I could see a map. Well, anyways, I think this is it for the analysis. In a big summary, let's say Brazil been great in attacking, great in defending, great on the build up. Brazil have been having probably arguably the best game since Ancelotti got here, honestly. I think it is. Let me take a look. Ancelotti. I think I'll go just for Ancelotti. Hold up. Squad. Let me go for Ancelotti so I can see his games. Right here, yeah. Well, Brazil and Ecuador, it was a really boring game. Brazil and Paraguay, it was also boring, but they found a way to score and win. Brazil and Chile, Chile is really bad. It was a fun game. I mean, there were a bunch of offside goals as well, if I'm not mistaken, like by Casemiro and all that. It was a good game. I don't know. I think might be recency bias for South Korea, but so far I think this South Korea game is the best. It's the best Brazil has played. Well, and South Korea, for the big summary of South Korea, they could be better, but they're not bad. But they could be better in a way where they choose to play in a way that supports their play style. Not their play style, supports their characteristics and deficiencies as well. Anyways, let's go for Football 11, which I love to play during half times. we're gonna start playing with the football top 10. And actually, let me write a tweet about it. Well, first of all, halftime. Actually, South Korea, Brazil, 0-2, Brazil, and halftime. Brazil capable of taking advantages while using those gaps left open by South Korea. Sorry, I'm really bad at typing. South Korea. Great on forward runs, but also could score a goal on base build up where all field players could participate. One off, if not the best games by Ancelotti's team. Okay, I want take a look in grammar. Honestly, I don't even care. Let's go for share this stab instead. Share this stab instead. Okay, biggest transfers by Pellegrini. Oh my god. Oh my god. Already like that? I don't even know. I just hope Ronaldo right here. Yeah, for Juventus. I have to know where he played. Lukaku? Courtois? I don't even know where he played. De Bruyne? He is in Napoli right now, right? Well, Brazil, Pellegrini. Honestly, I'll do a little cheat. I'm not gonna search the players, of course, but I will search for Pellegrini coach because I don't know much about him, dude. I don't think about this dude like once every month. This might even be the first time that I think about him, focus on him. Anyways, I'm not cheating though, okay? I'm not cheating, trust me, please. I'm just taking a look at his career where he coached. Manchester City 2016, West Ham. Hold up. Where did he? Oh, Real Madrid. Okay. So it could be Kaká. Yeah. Beckham. No. Toure. Nope. Could be for Villarreal Riquelme. No. Could be for West Ham. Someone from West Ham. I don't think they're honestly. This is just too much. This is just too much for me. I'll just leave it. This is too much for me.
I want to think about the Brazilians, but never mind. Fernandinho, Felipe Anderson, Sterling, Sebastian Haller, Mangala. Oh, Mangala, that's an old one. Damn, Mangala. Damn, that's been a while. Okay, let's go for the classic. Um, where is it? Football grid. Oh no, it says football bingo. Where's the grid? Oh, right here. Okay. Um. Oh, I love it. Barcelona. Let's go. Three teams that are not English or Italian because I freaking don't know shit about English and Italian teams. But anyway, Barcelona and Real Madrid got so many options over here. I'll just go with a classic. Ronaldo, could be Figo, could be anybody. Let's try to do a Brazil version. Brazil version. Let's go. Brazil version only. Well, Juventus and Barcelona, Brazilian. I can only think about the guy that got arrested. Oh, he played for PSG as well. Barcelona and Juventus or Juventus and PSG? Because I'm trying to do a Brazil version only. So let's see. I don't think I'll be able to do so like with Arsenal or something. But Brazil only version. Dani Alves, he plays for these two. There, let's see if there is any other Brazilian that played for PSG and Juventus. Thiago Motta. I think I don't know if he played for Juventus. Did he? I know he coached for Juventus. I'll suppose. I'll suppose he didn't. Okay. Okay. Um. Juventus, PSG, Brazilian. There must be. There, I don't think there will be. Anyway, stop thinking about that. Juventus and Manchester City, Danilo. Okay, Real Madrid, Manchester City as well. Real Madrid and City. Brazilian. Well, Real Madrid and City, we've got mm, could be Rodrigo if he did go there, but he didn't want to go. Okay. Thankfully he didn't go. Honestly, if he was to leave Real Madrid, I don't. I'm not a Real Madrid fan, but if he was to leave Real Madrid, please don't go to City or go to Arsenal. And City is a better team, but I just don't like the way that Rodrigo would work under Ancelotti. Oh shit! Second half is already here, and I'm here tripping. Sorry guys, I'm back. Let him put this shit back. I was tripping over here. Come on, man. You gotta focus, dude. You gotta focus. There you go. Second half. I'm sorry. Completely sorry. And there was even a counter attack already for Brazil on the rush right here, and I was tripping around here. Give me a second to. Oh, and I forgot to put my mic, man. Okay. Well, I think Brazil scores. Yeah. And Brazil scores. It's 3-0. 3-0 for Brazil. Estevão, 2 goals. Well, South Korea now. Yeah. What a mistake, man. What a mistake. What a mistake by Kim and Jae. Well, honestly, I like South Korea, man, but
the issue with I don't think I don't want to be taken the wrong way, but what I mean is they should not be playing like this, man. Play it easy, man. Come on. They have talent to win games. Honestly, they have talent to win games. They don't have to be, you know, take trying to take control of the match like that. They're just not capable to do so. Oh, what a ball. What a ball by Vini. 4-0. Yeah, that's what I said, man. 4-0 already. It's I'm feeling those lives, and probably South Korea will find a goal. Let's go, dude. 4-0. That's what I was just saying during the first half. It feels like this. The Brazil players are not even celebrating that hard no more. Well, this is honestly, dude. South Korea is a good team. They don't have a team to be losing 4-0. But the problem is they don't think they have a team to be losing 4-0. They should be thinking that they have a team to be losing 4-0 and play it in a different way. But instead, the South Koreans, they think they have a good team, and they do have a good team, but they don't have a good team to try and play equally against Brazil or any other top country in football. If they play like they're playing right now, trying to press high, trying to create chances from the back, building up with the defenders and all that, they are gonna get scored on. You don't have anything that you can do about it. And it's not because you're bad. It's just that your players are not, they don't have the characteristics, they don't have the quality to do that constantly for over 90 minutes. And eventually, when you get scored once, you're gonna throw yourself up higher on the field, and then you're gonna leave more gaps, and more goals will come. So Brazil will go like for a 6-7 right here, honestly. This game will go for 6-7, honestly. Second half, Brazilian players will start to come in. Players that have not scored, players that need to prove something, and they will try to do the best that they can. They're not hold back, so I think this could still go for a 6-7. Outside. Dude, it's so hard to know what Ancelotti will do when he has all attackers, you know, all attackers on set to play, you know. Because right now he has Rodrigo, Vinny Jr., Estevan, Cunha. And he could also have João Pedro. He could have Endrick if he was in a good form. And he will have Rafinha still. I don't know, honestly. I don't know how this shit gonna work, honestly, because it's just too many good players together, and they've never been available all at the same time since Ancelotti been here. That's why it's been easier for him to, start Esteban as much as he did, because they never had like Rafinha, Rodrigo, and Vinny playing together and being available together while Ancelotti is the coach. Ooh. Is everything okay on the live? Because I see people coming in, then they stay for 10 seconds and leave. Let me just check on the audio and all that. Yeah, okay. Seems okay. Well, probably if I were Ancelotti, which I'm not even close of being, I wouldn't know what to do, and that's why I'm not Ancelotti. Because, dude, if you have Vinny Jr., you have Rodrigo, and you have Rafinha, all of these three like to play on the left side. Then you have Esteban, you have Savinho, you have Luis Henrique, and then you also have Matheus Cunha, João Pedro, Marcos Leonardo, Caio Jorge. So when you got all these players together and you got all these options, what the hell are you gonna do? I mean, like, honestly, it's impossible to even think about having a starting 11, like a team that will play most of the games or something like that. It's just too many players. It's just too much quality of forward to be able to make a choice like that. And you have three players, which in my opinion are the best three players, averaging quality with career time and, all that. Because I think Estevão is up there too, but he's still too young. Rafinha, Rodrigo, and Vinny Jr., all of these three players, they like to play on the left side. Rafinha originally was a right winger. Rodrigo played on the right wing for long, and I think too long. But now, all of these three players, they are set up to play on the left side of the field in their clubs. Rodrigo is even getting benched sometimes because of that. So, what the hell will Ancelotti do when he has Estevão, when he has Rodrigo, Vini, and Rafinha available all at the same time? Because so far he played like he coached for like 4 or 5 games. I think this is the 5th game, and he had never have Rafinha, Rodrigo, Vini, and Estevão available at the same time. Every single call up, one of the three older players were missing. So this is a really complicated matter for Ancelotti. Well, he's a smart guy. I mean, of course, football is very dynamic, so it's good to have those many players because you don't have to rely so much in a single setup. So like, oh, Rodrigo is playing so bad right now. Let's put that guy in. Oh, Rafinha is so bad right now. Let's put the other guy in. Estevan's really bad. Let's go. Vini is horrible. Let's go. You have options. Oh, no one is working well. Let's try João Pedro. Oh, João Pedro is terrible right now. Let's go for Caio Jorge. Oh, Caio Jorge is horrible. Marcos Leonardo. So you got a bunch of options. Matheus Cunha. You also got Paquetá coming from the central attacking mid position alongside Cunha. So it's really hard to tell what he's gonna do. And it's really hard to understand uh what are the best options, because sometimes you're gonna have to play against teams that will not leave you gaps, and sometimes you play against teams that will require you to defend more than attack, and Brazil is not used to defending more than attacking, you know. Now Vinny Jr. coming down the left wing. Now Brazil's in that situation again where they have to build up from the base, where they have to create gaps instead of finding gaps. Let me check on something here for I want to check on something over here for Bento, because he might have. Oh, what the hell? I want to see his stats. Can I? Am I? Is it possible? Is that possible? I don't think it's possible. I'll go for the other app anyway, and put it right here while the South Korean team is doing subs. Um, I want to see how many touches Bento did. Right here, Bento has 0 saves, dribbling, 13 touches on the ball. He has more actions. Bento has more actions as a goalkeeper with his feet than he does with his hands. This says a lot about this game. Oh, Son leaving. Well, honestly, I think Son is leaving, and this might have something to do with the fact that he plays in the USA right now. And he not only plays in the USA, he plays in the furthest time zone in MLS compared to South Korea. Okay, another build up from the base for Brazil and a 3-back now. Bruno now to Vitinho. It's isolated over there, having to come back with Bruno. Let me add some notes over here. Brazil showing okay, now South Korea trying to create any chance. And they go for a long shot, and Bento finally works his first save in the 20th minute of the second half. Oh, poor dude. Trying to show off some work and has to do it like that. It's crazy. Bad ball by Rodrigo. Well, at least I woke up at 3:30 and I'm able to watch a good game of 4-0. This is the game with most goals since I started streaming, so. Oh, dude. Oh, okay. It was his arm. Well, it's eventually getting close to Brazil's first substitutions. And honestly, I don't think there is a need to do a substitution. Tactically wise, like every player is doing well. It would be more about who's tired, who's not tired. But, oh, dude, There is still Luis Enrique on the bench. Oh, he will probably bag a goal. Luis Enrique will probably bag a goal, honestly. Let me see who's on the bench for Brazil. Let me see who's on the bench for Brazil. On the bench for Brazil, offensively, there is Martinelli, Igor Jesus, Richarlison, Luis Enrique, Paquetá. Then you got midfielders, more like center midfielders or defenders. There comes Paquetá, Carlos Augusto, and number 13, it's Paulo Henrique. Okay. Douglas Santos out. Estevão is out. Oh, Vitinho is out. Estevão, Carlos Augusto. Okay, so Carlos Augusto is out for bro. Carlos Augusto is in for Douglas Santos. Paulo Henrique is in for Vitinho. And Paquetá is in for Estevão. Well, it's good to test those fullbacks. Actually, I haven't even thought about that. It's a really good thing because the position for me that's the most complicated one to know who's gonna be the starters are both fullbacks for Brazil, honestly. I want to see Luis Enrique, but now if Luis Enrique is going in, he'll have to take off Rodrigo or Vinny. I don't want Rodrigo to leave, so go out, Vinny. Well, it will sure be interesting to see how the new fullbacks for Brazil are going to work. Carlos Augusto, honestly, was my favorite option. Oh, there it goes. There goes Paulo Henrique. For the cross, great cross, honestly. Oh, Cunha and Bruno kind of fought on the ball over there. Anyways, as I was saying, I like the changes for the fullbacks because this is the only position that Brazil has not solved on again. Well, they still have a way to go over there in both sides. So actually right now at the left back, they probably have Douglas Santos more established than I thought he would be. Honestly, I thought Carlos Augusto with Ancelotti would be a more stable player, but he hasn't been able to do so. I like Caio Henrique as well. Uh, but anyways, on the right side, it will probably Venderson or Wesley, but it's really good thing to see Vitinho and Paulo Henrique from the Brazilian league taking their chances over there. So water break. Oh, Casemiro, such class, dude. Bro, Tuesday I'll have to wake up at 3. Oh my god. Oh, what a Vini. Dude, what a ball by Matheus Cunha, man. Vini. I thought Vinny was gonna fumble. When I saw he driving the ball to the left side, and I was like, okay, I understand. You're trying to get away from the defender. But he was driving the ball too much for the left side. Then he cut the defender at foul finish. Oh no, big yawn. Sorry. Oh, yeah, now we're cooked. Richarlison, Igor Jesus together alongside Andre. Oh man, this is ugly. Igor Jesus is great, but this is ugly. And Vini is out. Are there unlimited subs? I don't know. Cunha is going out as well. So let's see. Subs were Luis Enrique coming in. Well, there's 6 subs, so I'm assuming there are not limitations for subs. Bruno out for Andre, Richarlison in for Vinny, Igor Jesus in for Cunha. Oh. Well, hopefully Brazil is able to score more goals. I mean, like right now, there's no tactical setup regarding serious tactical setup, let's say. Like Brazil would never start a game the way they're right now. So that's what I mean. There goes Richie. Trying to find a cross for Igor Jesus. Last goal that Richie scored for Brazil was against South Korea, right? Bro, I'm liking Paulo Henrique on those runs, man. He's been solid. He's not being able to complete a cross, but those crosses were solid as well. Hopefully he doesn't lose his confidence on these wrong passes, because he missed like already 2 passes if I'm not mistaken. Oh. Yeah. 4 wrong passes for him, I guess. Hopefully he doesn't lose his confidence, but it's really hard. He's trying. I'm happy. Well, 40 minutes. Brazil still has to score 1 more goal, please, so I can have my take right. Those were not the subs that I was hoping that were gonna happen. I thought he was gonna bring in like uh Luis Enrique, even either like Martinelli as well. I thought he would bring in more wingers rather than 2 strikers and a central midfielder who's more defensive than Bruno. Has quality. Andrea has quality for build up. But he's 1 step behind Bruno in all sense. Yellow card for Korean player. Good stuff by Paulo Henrique. Hopefully he gets his confidence right there. How old is he? Dude, he looks like hella old. 29. Damn, dude is kind of. I'll keep it like that. Nice, Paulo. Counterattack for Korea. We are already on at a time, but we are already on edit time, but we don't know how long will be. Game's over. 5-0. Dude, my shoulders are dead. Well, what am I gonna say? This was, I'm not gonna say unexpected, but it was it was better than I thought it would be, honestly. I mean, Brazil is a great team, great talent team. They have a lot of squad depth, especially offensively. Um, like the World Cup cycle wasn't the best. Four, 3, 4 coaches. Ancelotti got here like 5 games ago. He won 2, 3 with this one. And I think he draw 2, draw 1 and lost 1. So, well, it was a better game than expected. Honestly, I didn't think Brazil would smash like that at first, because of all the time zone situation that you got to go up to South Korea and play the game in those conditions where you have to travel over 12 hours to get there. So it's really, really surprising. A 5-0. I thought they could win like 3-2, but I didn't expect a 5-0 in South Korea like that. Well, but much of that has happened because South Korea is a team that throw themselves into attacking without even thinking about it. Like they just go for it and that's it. They don't wait. They don't try to hold back. They don't sit back. Rodrigo, in my opinion, was the man of the match as well as the app things over here. He was really good on the ball. He was really good off the ball. He was really good moving around. He showed up in many situations as an attacker over here in the central zone. He showed up in the left side. He played for on the right wing on the second half. Anyways, it was overall a really good game for Brazil. A really good game to watch, a really fun game. Let's take a look into statistics. 59-41. I expected something closer to 50-50. But Brazil could take control of the game. 4 big chances to 0. Yep, 14 shots to 4. 2 goalkeeper saves to 1. Well, and now we go for touches in opposition box at 20. It's pretty common, honestly. I thought it would be more. 22 is a good number for the entire game. As I said, for first half, I think an astonishing number would be over 20 in the first half. Of course, and for me, an astonishing number for the second half in a game overall is over 30 touches in opposition box. So 20 is good. It's not bad. It's a good thing. Well, fouled in final third once. It's pretty good. Anyways, there's no much mystery. There's not much mystery for that, honestly. It's a pretty simple game to understand, pretty simple game to analyze. I even made my notes over here. I'll read them basically. Brazil controls the ball and uses the gaps that South Korea is leaving for forward runs, and that's how even the first goal happened. Brazil is showing to be capable to build up from the base, creating gaps, which means basically Brazil is able to build up without having to only rely on through balls and on crossings and all that. They were able to work the ball into the box, even though sometimes South Korea was in a defensive block. And about South Korea, I wrote, South Korea trying to play in possession, but lacks quality and leaves too many gaps for counterattacks. And that's basically how they lost the game by 5-0 because they just threw themselves up for it. Anyways, thank you so much for everybody that joined up and took a couple seconds or minutes of their lives to watch the game over here with me. Anyways, nobody left a comment, but thank you so much for everybody who watched. Anyways, you guys have a good day. I might watch a game today, later today, about 11:45. We're here for the qualifiers for UEFA. I think we'll be France. Let me see, Germany, France. If there was people over here, I would do like a poll, but as it is only me, I might watch France. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you so much for people who showed up. Let me find the game back over here. Just finish like this. It was a really good game. Brazil 5, South Korea 0. Let's go to the World Cup. Brazil, please let's win that. See you guys soon.